How are we doing today? Amazing students of Cassia Sets School of Internet Marketing. Okay, today I will be showing us how to edit videos using a very simple app, okay, from our gadgets, our phones, okay. So now, if you can see vividly on the screen, you can see the app called YouCut. Right? You can see the app called YouCut. So, and this app is the app we'll be using for. There are so many apps on the in the world today you can use to do your video editing. There are ones that are more professional than these. You know, it requires a whole lot of technicality, which I wouldn't advise you to use for now, except you've gotten a solid knowledge about video editing. Okay, so but the reason why you need to learn the basic of video editing is because of the kind of business you do. You know, your business requires a whole lot of videos, and also it wouldn't make sense you just get any video and upload them online. It doesn't make any sense, especially on your social media handles, your YouTube and the likes. So that is why I thought it wise as a student of Cassia State School of Internet Marketing, which be able to edit your videos which you use to do your marketing. Okay, basically let it just look good in the eye of anyone that sees them. So today I'll be using one of the apps amongst all the apps we have in the world today. Okay, and one of the apps I'm gonna be using is YouCut. YouCut. It's not the best app, so don't get me wrong. Okay, it's not the best app. There are so many apps there, but for the purpose of this training, I'm using YouCut, and I want you to acclimatize yourself with YouCut. So when you acclimatize yourself with this, you can be able to navigate other apps on editing. Okay, all you need is the basic knowledge of how to edit your videos. All right. So now the first thing you will do is to go into your Play Store or App Store to download YouCut. Okay. Go there and download YouCut. You can see the spelling YouCut. Youcut. You and cut. YouCut. So now once you download it, you will have it installed into your gadget, into your phone, right? So once it's installed, what you have to do is to open the app. The reason why you are seeing my own have these three lines. You see where I touched these other lines and these other lines. The reason why, okay, let me go back. Look at what is happening now. Okay, so now look at immediately since I did this intentionally, so you'll be able to see how it will look once you open the app for the first time. Okay, the first time when you open it, it will show you a paid version. If you look at the top right, you will see Pro. You understand? You will see Pro. That is, it has a Pro version and a basic version. You understand? So this is the basic version, except you have a money to pay for the Pro version. Yes, which is very, very important. Just like I told you earlier, the Pro versions always have features. You understand that it might be very, very not might that will be very, very helpful for you. You understand? So there are some things you can be able to navigate around as a feature of the app, but you cannot access all those using the basic or free version, right? So now, but for the sake of this class, we'll be using the free version. Okay, this one helps you with so many tools though, but not as much as the pro version. So let's move. So when you open it, we show you pro version that you should pay. You just cancel it. You understand? In the app, just cancel it. It's not showing because I've been making use of this app to do my basic. Maybe if I have a video I want to quickly edit and upload, you understand, without majorly doing a very solid and professional maybe kind of editing that is taking a whole lot of time. But I want to do a clean and short average editing. I use this app, so that's why you see a couple of videos there. All right. So now you cancel it out. You will see where cancel is on top of the top left. You cancel it out, then it will open this app like this for you. Okay. So you are seeing the plus icon. So what you have to do is to just click on the plus icon. Once you click on the plus icon, it will bring up this new project. It will not show you this draft and the second one below the new project. The reason why you are seeing draft is, you see it's 55. Yeah, I have like 54 videos You understand, that have been edited here. You understand, that is why you see it in drafts. So I can go back and access them too. So now the next one you are seeing is the video I clicked, you understand, to edit now as an example. So it's there. So sometimes some of all those things, when you mistakenly log, maybe your phone went off, or you mistakenly log on, you don't fidget, don't fear that you've lost what you're editing. No, you've not lost anything. You just come back to the app like this, you will see the video, just click on it and continue your editing. So that being said, let's move on how to start editing. So the first thing you do is to click on new project. Okay, once you click on new project, it will open and load some of the videos you have in your gallery, your phone gallery. So the second option is photo. Maybe if photo, you need photo to add in your video. And the third one is all. That means if you have photos, screenshots, videos, everything. Okay, that is for all. So now if you look up, you will see recent. When you click on recent, you see a drop down on all your video, all manner of video and the likes. You understand? So you can also go through here to accept some of the things you've clicked on recently in your gadget. So materials, this is where you have some tools you can also engage. We have the recent, we have beginning, we have ending. Okay, sorry, let me on. Okay, it's on too. Right? So this beginning, blend, love, glitch, transition, scenery, these are some of the tools you can engage while editing. You understand? So some of them, anyone you need, you can just click on it. Once you click on it, it will download the way it's doing now. So once it downloads, you can input it, you understand, at the beginning of your video. You understand? Some of them okay, let me wait. While we are doing this, I will come back to this so you can see how most of these things are being used. Okay, so now we go back to new, right? So now, how do we start editing video? Remember, I told you material is where you get some of the tools you may want to twerk around while editing your video, right? Now the links color, now you want the beginning part of your video to be showing a kind of color, you understand, before it now start playing the video. The same thing at the video, there are so many things here, right? I don't know why it's not loading, but when it loads, I will come back to it. So you see so many things here that you might like. I used in a couple of videos. Some of them that write breaking news. It will be showing all this the way if you're watching news, all this our local news. You see, they will show breaking news. One word, maybe it's a word news. One word, global. This thing will be rotating like this, and it will now launch them into the real this thing. So it depends. There are so many things to twerk around here, which you can use. Okay, so now going back to the excuse me, to video editing. So what you will do if you want to edit video, you have so many couple of videos in your gallery, you understand. So depending on what you want to achieve per time, okay, let's say that I want to edit a particular video, which is this video. Now you select that video you want to edit. Okay, so now if you want to, okay, you are confused which one to select. Like now I have this video now, there are two. So maybe I've edited one, or maybe it's one of them is shorter than the other, or maybe I downloaded one direct and one was sent to me, and the one that was sent to me via WhatsApp was short. So I don't know how to differentiate this one from that one. All I need to do is to long tap, you understand, on the video. Can you see? You understand? So just press the video and hold it. You understand? Once you press, don't press and remove your hand, just press and hold it. That spot. You will see the video will start playing. So while the video is playing, you'll be able to differentiate a particular video from, or you saw a video, you want to be sure if the video is the video you want to edit. You just press and hold it, and then it will play the video, and you'll be sure that the video you want to. So if you want to upload more than one video to edit them, maybe you want to merge videos together in that you're editing. You know, you can select more than one. You understand? As you're selecting it, it's checking it. You understand? So once you finish selecting them, it will be showing you the number of videos you've selected below, and all the videos you selected will be highlighted there. Okay. So now, once you've selected the video you want to select, okay, let me say I want to edit two videos. I'm not gonna do a kind of, I don't care how the video I want to edit, whether they correspond. Maybe I might select, for the sake of this training, that's why I'm saying this. I might select two different videos that has nothing to do together. You understand? Just like you have a video showing estate, you have another video showing someone sitting down, or maybe showing another video altogether. I will select them. But what I want you to understand is to pay attention on how the editing goes, not necessarily the video itself. Okay. So now let me select two videos. Now I want to go into editing, but I want to select two videos. So I will also show you how it works. Okay. So I select this video and this video. They are two different video altogether. They have nothing to do with themselves. So but I want to show you something. So this is same way you might also have to merge the videos that are saying that are together. Maybe they maybe, sometimes when you ask someone to send you video on WhatsApp, maybe you are not able to get a video and the person sends it to you. Sometimes WhatsApp call the video and the person will have to send the video maybe twice or three times. Okay, the same video, but you just have to join them and edit. So this is the same way you can also do that. Then you click on this forward icon. So once you click on it, it will upload the video here and with the tools you want to use. Okay, so now how do I start? Okay, this is the video. Okay, I'm rolling the video. As you can see at the down part, the attention should be on the down part, not necessarily the full screen. Okay, now you will see where I am now, where I stopped scrolling at the down. You see that there's something like a small tiny block that has pen inside. That is what joins this video and this video. You know, so that is where the two video joins. Okay, so now if I want, maybe the video, let me say I selected a couple of videos. You understand, that is cut, that was cut here and there. So now after I uploaded them, and now saw that okay, the one that at the end is the one that's supposed to be in the middle or the first. All I need to do is just to hold it. You understand? Press press that video, that particular one, press it and hold it. It will highlight like this. Then you can be able to move it to where it's supposed to be. Can you see? Right? You move it to where it's supposed to be and then click on mark code. So it comes to where it's supposed to be. That's one. So another thing is this. If you want to trim your video, right? Or okay, I will take them one after another, all these features one after another till the end. So that's what I will do. It will be a long video, but I will try to make to be very fast. Okay, so now I want to trim my video. All I need to do is I can click on trim, you understand, and start trimming. All right, but maybe the video I want to trim is the one that is second. You understand? So if I want to trim a particular video, I might select it. You see, I've selected the video. You understand? You see where it didn't select. It didn't select. Let me take it. Look at where it stopped. You see, I selected this video. You see where it ended. It didn't select the other. It didn't select this one. You understand? You see, as I move it away from it went off from the selection. I selected it again. So as I selected it, you will see streams, split, speed, volume, delete, crop, replace, reverse, copy, rotate, sort, and all manner. If I uncheck it, the normal features come back again. Okay, so now I want to edit this video. So now select and but I don't want to select. I just want to, because it is the thing is on this first video. Okay, I just click on edit, sorry, trim. Okay, and now I start trimming the video. Let's say I don't want I don't want this beginning part. Then I move it, I move it, I move it. That is trimming to where I want it. You understand? Or I don't want some part of the end one. I just trim it. I move it. I move it to where I don't, where I want it to stop. You understand? Then I mark on good, right? So the video, you see,
Money looks safe. Inflation and irregular
so this is where the video will start. So now I want to split. I can still go through this process to split, right? To split the video. Splitting is to split. Maybe there is a place I made mistake in between the video, right? And I want to cut out that part. So see what I will do. I can split through here, and then for cut is that maybe if I split the place I want to split, I can highlight the other place I don't want and cut it out. Now let's say now I split here, this video here. Okay, let me leave it from here. Let's go back to the main wall. Okay, this is the video. Okay, so I select if I want to split anywhere. So let's say now that, let me be doing it from here so that it will be easier for you to. So let me be using the select part, because I don't want to be going through that process that I'm going now. The reason why I'm going there is because I already know this app. So it will be difficult for you to understand. So let me be selecting the one. Let me say if I want to edit any of the videos that I selected, I'll be selecting them here. So I've selected this first video. Okay, so I've selected this first video. I want to trim. I click on trim. I come and trim as usual and mark good. So now I want to split, just like I was saying before. In between the video, there was a place I made mistake. Now talking about the video you recorded at site, or maybe when you want to, when you did your maybe you created a video content, okay, for your clientele base to consume, or maybe for your prospect to consume. You want to put it on social media handle, okay. Now in the video, you made a mistake. Now when recording video, let me say this: when recording video, I know some of us, what we do is that maybe you started doing a video and the video was very cool. You started very nice doing that video, and while you are doing the video, you made a mistake, and now say you now pause the video or you stop the video. No, don't do that. Whenever you make a mistake while recording a very good video, leave it. Just like now, I want to say Obi is a boy, and I said boy is Obi. Boy is Obi, and I now got the right word. I calmed myself down. I said Obi is a boy. Don't cut the video. Don't stop the video. While you're making those mistakes, don't stop the video. Just calm yourself down and say that right word you want to say. Continue from there. You understand? Because you will edit the video. This is how to cut out that part that you made those mistakes, so that the part that is correct joins with the other part that is correct. So what do? I come now as if, let's say that I play the video.
inflation and irregular inflation and irregular decline in the value of
Okay, let me tell you this. Make sure you highlight that video you want to edit. Once you highlight the video, play the
money
video.
looks safe.
While it's playing,
Inflation and irregular
if you get to
decline
where you make that
in the
mistake,
value
pause it. You understand? If you get to where you made that mistake, pause it. Don't pause it when he has said the correct one. No. And don't pause it after he has said correct one. Pause it in between that part you made mistake. Like Obi is a boy. Boy is Obi. Boy is Obi is the mistake. Don't cut it cut it in between after you said boy is. That middle of is boy is Obi. That is, pause it there. You understand? Pause it there and split it. Click on that split icon and split it. What you will do is that once you split it, you click on the first one and then trim. So the reason why you have to do that, you now go back and trim it to that part, when that part you said right before you now said boy is. So you now cut it to that end, to the extreme end of that part. You say the last right word before you now say boy. So you now cut out that boy that leads to the is where you splitted it, and you cut it and mark good. Then you go to the second one, and you saw what I did in the first one. The first one trimming, it is the tail end part you trim, oh, not the front part, the end part, because that is where you ended to continue the other one. Then you trim it and click the second one. Then you click on trim, and you go to the first one, the front one here, and click and cut out that obi. Last you say that when you say boy is obi, you divided it, you splitted it in is. You understand? So is obi, that obi, you cut out that part. You understand? You cut out to be sure that you cut it out very well. You play it.
Even
You
fixed
understand?
deposit
This
is not
arrow,
of
this arrow pointing
even
back. You see what I'm doing? So this is what you will use to know if you actually got that
even
starting
fixed
part
deposit
very
do
well.
not offer
This part you are seeing that
even
is
fixed
highlighting.
if, if,
So that
even
shows that
fixed
okay,
deposit
I've
do
cut
not
it out
offer
well.
sufficient
With this, you will know whether you cut out it,
even
you
fixed
cut it out
deposit
well
do
or
not
not.
offer
All right.
sufficient interest.
So after you've gotten that, you mark it good. All right. So that is for I've been able to establish that of trimming and what splitting. So we go back to music. Okay. So if you want to add music, it's very simple. So now you click on music. Okay. Now this is the music they have already here, and these are different effects and all manner you can use. So now if you want to, if you have a particular music you want to put in that your video, you have that in your phone, in your audio, in your audio, you understand, in your phone. So you can click on my music. Once you click on my music, go to local music. Okay, if you want to extract video music from the video, you can do all that, but you don't need all those. You go to local music. When you click on local music, it will upload all the, you understand, music you have. Or you want to go and extract video, but you don't need all those in audio. For you just to go to local video, I don't have any music here on this phone. That's why when I click, you can't see any reasonable this thing. So that is it. So but if you have, just click on that, go to local, and you get your video, click on it, and it will upload. Okay, now let me show you with this example how it works. Let's say that I open here features, and I saw maybe a particular sound, because some of them, some, not all the video you want music, some of them you just want a very cool sound. So you now test all these sounds to know the one that suits what you want. If you want sport, if you want thrills, you can click on it, and you see this one is 10 track. So that's one, if you select it now, it will show tracks like this, as this one is showing 10 of them. So the same things are applicable to all of them here. These are basic things. Okay, so now let's say I want this sport action beat or spring in Tokyo. Okay, let me see. I selected it. It start playing. All right, right. So I pause it. So if it's the music I want, I will click on use. Once I click on this use, there it will upload in my video that I'm editing. You understand? But for you that is doing this for the first time, listen, it might not show you like this. When you click on that, the reason why you have used this sound very well, so that is why immediately I click on it, start playing. When you click on it, make sure that your data is on. When you click on it, it will first of all be rotating. It will be rotating. You see this part. You see this part where the video is playing. I want to show you something. I have to bring down the volume so you can hear me. You see that part that is showing the video playing beside the name of that sport action big beat. You see that part that is showing the beating of the music, right? When you click it, for you that is opening this part for the first time, right? When you click it, you will see it rotating round. That rotating round is that it's downloading that music inside this your app. Okay, once the video is finished downloading, it will start playing the way it was playing before. Now you will see this place you are seeing use, you will see free there. That is an indication that that you can play it for free. You can take that sound for free without paying for it or being in the pro version. So you just click on the free. You might not see this use. I'm telling you so that you don't become confused. Mistake because I didn't see use. Oh no, you might see free. Just immediately you fold the first step for it to download and the music start playing. You click on that free. Once you click on the free, just like I'm going to click on the use now, it will upload on your video you are editing. All right. So now make sure your data is on for that part to work. So after doing that, you can off your data because the app itself is not using data for you to edit. All right. So now you see the yellow yellowish long this thing there. That is the music. So when I'm playing, let me bring up the volume. Sorry, I load it. You will see that.
Money looks safe. Inflation and the regular decline, and the value, even fixed deposits do not offer sufficient.
So, but you see, it doesn't make any sense because the sound is covering the video itself. So I wouldn't want the music. I want to make that music, the sound to be playing as if it's playing on the background of my video. So you hear more of my voice or more of the video than the sound. So what do? You understand? You highlight the sound just like you used to highlight the video. Now you see trim. Now the trim now maybe there's a part of the sound I want more or the parts of the music I want more. So I can click on it, click on trim, go and draw it to that part I want more. You see? I want it to start here. You understand? You understand? You understand? So it's something you can do by yourself, both the tail end and the beginning. Then you mark good. I've trimmed I've trimmed it to where I want it to start from. Okay. Now the next thing I will do is fade. Do I want the video to fade in? You understand? And then fade out. So what I want to do is that maybe the after I've cut it, the beginning part of the sound is it's fading in gradually before you start hearing the bigger sound. If you look at the video, if you look at this line there, you see it started tiny, tiny, tiny because it started big, 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 big. So now I now cut it out because I wanted that big part to start. There's a sound or there's a word I wanted to start with. So now I move and edited it, trimmed it to that place. But I don't want it to immediately stand bah bah. You understand? I want it to still fade in as if it is the early part. I will just come and make it fade into the seconds I want. Maybe I could make it 1.0. You understand?
Money looks safe.
You understand?
Inflation and the
Or
money looks safe. Inflation
you
and
see
the
how the
regular
video fade in.
decline.
I watch.
Money looks safe. Inflation and the regular decline, and the value, even fixed money looks safe.
You see how it's you see what
Inflation and
happened
the
now?
regular money
You see what happened now? When I fade it in, you see how it entered slow before it started. Oh, no, oh, no. You understand? So that is how to do that. Then you mark good. That's if you need to do that. It's not a must. So now the next thing I want to do is that I want to make the sound lower than the music lower than my own voice or the voice of the video. So as you highlighted it, click on volume. Once you click on volume, you take it down to what you want.
safe. Inflation and the regular decline, and the
You see?
value, even fixed
You see?
deposits do not offer sufficient interest. For
You
a
see?
profit of
So now
40%,
it's playing. So you can be adjusting until you get that sound you want, you get that volume you want, that you want it to, as in you are the one listening to yourself and you know what you want to achieve. So you just scroll. I won't tell you this one, this is the volume that is better. I won't tell you that. You choose by yourself the volume that is better for you. But make sure that the volume of the background music doesn't cover your measure because people are not necessarily interested in that. They are interested in what the video is talking about or what you are talking about. So you are just making that to make your video not boring. You understand? Or kind of entertaining. That's why you're putting some sound in the background. You understand? Or make it look lively. Okay? So make sure that you set it in a way that it doesn't cover the video. So that being said,
invite you to take a
you mark good. Make sure anytime you finish doing anything, mark that good icon. You understand? Check that good icon so that it will be activated. Okay? That being achieved, let's move over to the next thing. Highlighting it. Okay, there's nothing here. So let's move over to the next thing. So the next thing on our this thing is filter. Okay. Now maybe I want to filter the video. Okay. I want to filter the video. I want it to look um so I want the video to look, this is the original, this is bright, this is story. So I want the my video, maybe I don't like how I'm looking, my facial look on that video, and or I don't like how the video seems to be dark. I might click on bright. You see, it's brightening the video a little bit. Story, it gives it another color, it gives it another look, it gives it another look. So you now choose the one that is workable for you, right? But if you don't want to go to filter direct, that you want to adjust, you see the option for adjust. I like my original video how it look, but I want to work a little bit of things. I click on adjust. So now, as it's on adjust, see light, I want to make it look brighter. You see, I highlight it, it looks more brighter. Okay, can bring it back. You want to use contrast, you can select contrast, and you understand. So now, this is to your own discretion. Once we were able to achieve whatever you want, you mark good. Now if you look at the left part side, you will see that is a double good, and at the right hand side there is one. So what is showing you is that, remember, you have more than one videos. You understand? You've cut and cut and cut and cut, added with also the video, the second other video you have. So you want that thing, the this thing you adjusted, the filter you adjusted, to reflect in all the videos. Then you click on this double check, right? But if you want it to only reflect in the one of the videos, you understand, you just click on this one check. But I will advise you edit and adjust and click on the double check so that your video doesn't look abnormal. Yes, sir. So this one is now looking brighter. When you get to another part of the video, it start looking dark and all manner. It looks so childish. Okay. So whenever you adjust, click on this double check. Okay. So when you click on it, what you adjusted will reflect in all the videos. That being said, you move. Okay. So the next thing is effect. So when you want to add an effect, you understand, in your video, maybe you are editing your video, you want to add something that all this video you see, sometimes you glitch, something like this. You
for
see,
a profit of 40%.
you understand. So you don't necessarily need to put it, you can put it in between when a particular part of the video is ending and it wants to switch another part of the video. You understand? So you can, that tiny line in between, you can put this, you understand, to use it as a switching thing that switched one video to another. I know you've been seeing this in some of the video you watch. This is how they do it. So now, depending on how big you want it to be, you can adjust it as much as you want. You can make it very tiny. You understand? Then if you don't want that particular one, click on cancel, remove all effect. Okay? So that is for that. So now let's go back to it again. Effect. Okay? So now do you want a bit kind of something like this?
Money looks safe. Inflation and irregular decline.
You understand? So it depends on what you want to. You delete if you don't want that. You want mood, you want motion, you want reading, you want retro, you want magic, you want mirror, you want mirror to make the
And the
person
value
look to, you see, everything
even
looks double.
fixed deposit.
You understand? So depending on what you want to achieve, you can add any effect you want the way you want it. That being established, let's move to test. Okay, some of all these ones you don't necessarily need them, but filter you might need it. Music very important, trim very important, effect optional, test very very important, because now somebody will be asking, how did I come about this my phone number, you understand, on the video, having the same color with the logo, making it look as if the logo comes with the phone number, and everything about the video is not edited, that is, it comes directly from the company. Okay, so now how do I achieve that? I click on test. Once I click on test, I now click and put phone icon, right? What do I do? I click on emojis, right? You see it highlighted at the down part, and I click on phone this thing. Then I go back, right, and click on numbers and write my number 07035622608. So now, depending on the font you want, these are different fonts. These are different fonts. When you click on that capital A and small a, it represents different fonts. I can choose different fonts. I can choose different fonts. I can choose different fonts depending on the one that is nice to what I want to achieve per time. Let's say I choose Alio. You understand, as the font. Then the next thing is color. You can also download fonts. You can also download fonts. You can see download free fonts there. So if you want to download more fonts, you can click on this, and you see, so it will load. It is loading. So you can see, I'm not going to wait for it. I'm just showing you. You can see so many free fonts. Okay, and you can download them. You understand? Because not all fonts that you have here, you can download every other kind of fonts you want to use. Okay, that's fine. So these are recents. Recents are the ones I use mostly. Fonts, these are the general fonts, and then you can add more to yourself. Okay, that is being established. Now remember, you can move it around wherever you want to attach it. You understand? And if you don't like it, you click on that X there. It cancel. If you want to make it short because of where you small, because of what you were, just click on this thing and draw it, and draw it, and draw it. You can draw it open and draw it close with that arrow. You understand? Depending on what the size you want to achieve, and can now take it to wherever you want it to be. You want it to be down part, you want it to be, you understand? So make sure that you don't fill your video with a whole lot of write-ups and all manner. It makes it look very unprofessional. You see the way this video is looking. You just have the logo up there, have the phone number up there. The video looks very neat. You understand? So now, if I want to change the color of what I wrote, just click on color. Now these are different aspect I want to issue. Now the color, the text. This is the color for the text. Opacity. If I want to make it look blurry, you understand? I want to make it look invisible. You understand? I can just draw this thing back. Now you will see some videos whereby they might write something and it's as if it's at the back of the video. You cannot see it very clear, but it's there. Now, most people do this because they don't want somebody to steal their video. You understand? They might write something. This is how they do. This is how they do those things you are seeing. You can just write that text and now come and make it like this. You see, the video. If you look very well, let me put it here. You see, as I brought it up, you can see. If you look very well, you can still see that my number, but it's not as it was before. I will just reduce it. You understand? So I might place it on the middle. So if anybody wants to steal the video, the person cannot steal the video because there's an information pertaining to me personally. That is the video. That I use that to save that as myself. I've not registered copyright anything. You understand? So that is for that. So that being said, we move over to another thing. So the label, this is the color. I can switch the color. This is for the text. You see, they wrote it text. I can choose any color I want for the text. Okay. Now for label. Now label is. Have you seen it? So now I want to highlight to put a background color. You understand? For this my write up, I want to highlight it very well. Maybe I want to put that in. I want it to be a long something that is very very highlighted. I don't want it. I don't want it to be it's transparent now. That there's nothing behind. It is just the written number, just like this logo, just like the phone number, right? But I want to put something at the back of it. Maybe I want to put white. You understand? So now you see, you put something at the. If you want to put something at the background, this is just you just put it at the label. But I don't want anything to be at the background. I click on this. You understand? Be watching that black dot that is below them. If you select where the black dot will go there. So if I don't want anything, I just click this one. This one. You see that one black dot is on. That's the one I clicked. So border is Maybe I want to hover around the written something with a particular color. So to work around things to make it look good, whichever way you want, okay? So now look at what I will do. I select white. You see, you can make it full or you can reduce it to the tiniest part. It looks good like this, okay? So now this or this, that is for shadow. I choose to have maybe a shadow, a drop down of, you don't necessarily need all these ones, but if you want to do shadow, that is to shadow that particular written word, you can do it with all this. Let me choose a color that is visible. Red. Okay. All right. You see what I do now? You shadow with red. Okay. Let me bring it red to my show very well. You see? Can you see it now? See the shadow? But you don't necessarily need this, but if you need it, this is how to do it. Then whatever you finish doing, mark good. Then I'm not done. I come and click on the pen icon. It comes back to here again. Now another thing is that I want to animate this thing. This is my write up. Now maybe there's something I wrote or something I inputted, and I want that thing to be blinking in one spot. What I need to do is to go to loop. You see blink. Can you see blink? When I select blink, see how you see what is happening to that writing one. This is how it will be doing throughout the video, wherever you input it. Okay, and that's that for that. Now in, I want, when I'm playing this video, let this thing I wrote slide in by left or by right or by up. For example, now let's say I choose on fade in. See what it will do. You see how it's faded in? I can choose the speed at which I want it to fade in with this. Have you seen what you can use to the timing? That's the speed at which you want it to fade in. Zoom in. This is zooming in. You see? Zooming in. This is test out. This is slide left. This is slide right. This is slide under. This is slide down. I want it to slide down. This is to spin. This is to spin. Okay? So now that is that for that. Anything you want to achieve, you understand? Anything you want to achieve, you just choose anything depending on what you want to achieve. Okay, I won't tell you this one is better. Anything is good, just make it look very nice. Anyone you choose. All right, so that is just that for that. So we move over to loop, the same thing. Whatever you want to achieve, do you want it to be rotating? Do you want it to be doing like heartbeat? Anything you want, you choose whatever you choose. Now the next thing I want to do is character. Now this is the written word. You want that word to be by the side. Maybe you wrote a couple of things. You want them to stand on the same line, not necessarily standing. The longer one will be long. The shorter one will be in the middle. The long it will just be scattered. Okay, you just select this one so that the longer ones will still wherever the longer one stop, the shorter one will also start in the next paragraph at where the longer one started. Okay, so if you want to place what you wrote in the middle, then you do this one. Okay, so now that is for that. Then character, do you want to space them out? That's how you achieve this. Then for the line, this is not necessarily effective, but opacity, if you want it, just like I showed you before, if you want it to look blurry, or want it to look as if nothing is written there but something is written, you do that. If you want your letter to be bold, you click on this. If you want it to be on italics, you achieve this. You want it to be underlined, you do this. You understand? So these are simple things. Once you are done doing that, you just mark good and then put it to wherever you want to put that this thing. Let's say I want to put this is thing here. Let me, let me. So I want to put it here. Okay, I put it down there. That's where I want to put it. That my video is playing.
Money looks safe.
You see,
Inflation
you
and
see,
irregular
you
decline
see,
in the value.
you see. Now I want it to be in all the video till the end of the video. So what I will do, I will just stretch it like this. I will stretch it like this till the end of the video. You see, till the end of the video. So now, if I don't want it to show, just like nothing else is showing on this end part except the flyer, I will just move this video and know where was the last part before the flyer. Okay, see it. I will now carry this thing and draw it back to that place. Okay, I'll draw it back to that place. So now, if the video is playing, if it gets to that flyer part, it won't play. Have you seen it? So that is simple. Now, when you write out something, and maybe let's say that you want to be writing, you say 5 ways to buy property, and you want that 5 ways to buy property to show. The only thing you need, make sure that anything that is highlighted, or make it remove it from highlight. Okay, you see anything that is highlighted, you see the arrow shopping pushing out outside of the other line. You see it. You understand? So just make sure you comment it if you want to write anything new. So let's say you want to write, when you are saying something, you want some of all those things you are saying to show, like especially the key points or the topic. 5 ways to become a landlord in Lagos. I want it to show. Let's say that's the first thing after introducing myself. I said 5 ways after introducing myself, or maybe I want to put my name the same way you put this phone number, the same way. That's the same way you put it, but depending on the timing. Let's say that when I said 5 ways. Okay, let me first of all write it. Click on text. All right, 5 ways to own property in Lagos. Okay, I put it here. Depending on where you want to put it, but if your face is showing, don't put it in your on your face. Put it at the down part. Okay, and arrange it. I can draw it up like this to be in one line. Okay, and draw it up like this to be in one line. Then you can put that label if you want. You see? So now that's that for that. So I decided that I want my font to be like this. Okay. I want my font to be like this. Okay. So that being achieved, whatever color I want, I choose. Okay. So now the next thing I do is I go to animate it. So I want the video to show I want the thing to come in by fading out, fading in. That's that. Whenever I want to, yes, I'm seeing it immediately. Let it just fade in. I want it to enter, slide in from right. Immediately I say it, or I want it to spin. Whenever I say it, I look at it now. Then I mark it good. So now, if maybe when I said that 5 ways to mention is in this part of the video, I will just rotate it and then move this thing. Say, hold it and move it to that part. So now let's play the video.
Money looks
When it
safe.
gets there,
Inflation
it
and
brings it
irregular
out.
decline
Can
in
you
the
see it?
value.
Okay. Let me change the animation too. You want it to slide in. Let's go again. I play the video.
Money looks safe. Inflation
It
and
came in.
irregular
Yes,
decline
sir. So
in the
let's say
value.
that inflation that was said in this video was when I started saying, I started to say 5 ways. You understand? That is that inflation part. Use it to listen to how the thing corresponded with the entering of that 5 ways.
Money looks safe. Inflation and irregular decline.
You see?
Money looks safe. Inflation and irregular
You
decline
see?
in the
That
value.
inflation, 5 ways to own property, it will just show. So this is exactly how you will input anything you want to input at every section of the video. Okay, let's say that after you said 5 ways, you said a couple of things, and you want to say number one is, and where you now say the number one is, make sure you uncheck anything that is highlighted. This guy have to wait though. All right, so now let's say that um you want to put number one is, and the number one will be here. This is exactly where you now mention the number one. Okay. All right. So we're back. So now let's say this is where I want to input the, after these 5 ways, I now mention number one. This is exactly the spot I mentioned number one. Okay, look at this now. Look at her. Look at this. In this video itself now. Let me use this video that's playing as an example before I now show you how to input it. Okay, look at this thing now. You can see 40% profit. Now watch the video.
interest. For a profit of 40%, I invite you to take advantage of the buy to sell property trading opportunity.
You see how those buy to sell 40%, you see the way they are coming into the video. Now you are watching it after they've done their own editing. You see those as they are talking, as those things are coming in at one part, or wherever they mention them. Not everything you say that you will write to, but just key point things you want people to, you understand. So now this is what they do to achieve all these things. It's simple, and that is what I'm showing you now. Now let's say this is where you mention that number one. You click on test, you write number one. Okay. Look, don't mind me, I'm just writing anything now. Location. Okay. So now you want it to show. Maybe your face is not showing in the video. You want it to show here. Or maybe your face is showing, you want it to show here. So now you same way, you click on animation. You now decide how you want that number one to enter. Do you want it to come like this? How do you want it to enter? You mark it good. So now when he's talking and enter, you get to that 1%, number one, it comes up. You understand? When he's playing, saying number one is location. You see how I entered. You understand? So depending on where you want to place it, you understand? Depending on where you want to place it, you can choose to push it anywhere that suits you. But let it be clear enough for people to see it. All right, that being achieved, that is how to input written words in every section or every part of the video, wherever you want to put them. All right, let's go back. So the next thing is, after test, the next thing we have is sticker. Sticker, very very important. You want to put a particular sticker on your video. Maybe it's talking about a property that is beachfront. You want, when the person is talking, let this beachfront like something pop up that part she is mentioning, that you put it there. So android to where you want it to, exactly where she mentioned it. Let's say now, let's say that I moved it to where she mentioned the you can have a nice time on the beach, and I wanted to show that thing. You click on it. When it gets to that place, you see it shows. You understand? It shows.
Inflation and the regular decline.
It shows, and it goes out. But if it becomes longer than where I want it to be, you just reduce it. Simple. You understand? So that is that for that. I delete. I don't need it. So now sticker. This is not the major reason. I've shown you this. But the main thing I do with sticker is to upload. Maybe you want to upload your flyer. which this is not the only way. It's there are other ways to do it here, which is even easier. But I'm just giving you options. You want to upload the flyer, or you want to upload your logo. You understand? Make sure that the logo is saved already in your phone. You click on sticker. These are so many things I've already uploaded in my stickers. You click on this plus icon. If you click on the plus icon, it will open your gallery, either recent, or you click on go to the gallery where you have the image, or maybe you have your logo saved, and you select it. Once let me say that I select this now. You see now it has uploaded amongst my this thing. I mark good. You see, that is, maybe I want this flyer to be, maybe when he's talking about the price or something, I want the flyer to be by the side of the video. You understand? You see how I inputted that? So I delete that. Let's talk more about. So now let's say I want to input my logo just like P1 Plus did now. I make sure that I've already selected my the selected, and I've inputted it here. I just click, you get it now. Or I just click the one that doesn't have background and just find where the color suits very well. Crop it how I want it to be, right? Crop it how I want it to be, and then put it there. Okay? Simple. That is that for that. If you want to, even if you upload something and it has a background and you want to remove the background of that thing, you can actually do that. But you this place is where you can um adjust sticker, emoji, sticker. You see? So you can achieve everything you want with delete. I don't need it. So that is that for sticker. Okay. So the next thing is peep. This peep now, I don't know if you've been watching video. While watching a video, you will see that the video is showing another thing while the person is still talking. Yes, there are people that do voiceover. They just edit video. After editing video, they will now do voiceover and talk about the video, right? So now, but you want your video to just look straight, the same voice, the same pace, everything about it. Want it to be original. Now let's say that this video now that is playing,
Money looks safe.
you see as they showing water and
Inflation
every
and the
other thing,
regular
it's not showing the
decline
face of
in
the
the
girl.
value
How
even
you
fixed
say it
deposits
come
do
back
not
for the
offer
girl, to the girl.
sufficient interest.
You see, it shows another video that is reflecting what the girl is talking about, and still comes back to the girl, still maintaining the same speed, the same pace, everything of the same voice and all manner. That is to show it's the same video, but they edited it and inputted some parts that is covering the face, the part of that girl, but at the same time reflecting what the video is talking about. So now, for your video not to be boring, for you that is doing video, it's always good to input all those things to make your video kind of entertaining to people, right? Let people not just be seeing your face for stretch 1 hour. No, it doesn't make any sense. So you input some of this when you are talking about something. Put a video or a picture that reflects what you are talking about, that removes your face and brings your face back. Let me do a very clear example here now. Now, in this video, let me see, let me say this is my video I'm doing. I want to move this video, and I want to put, when I'm saying something, I want to put another thing or another video. You understand? So what I will do is I click on peep. If I click on peep, I select maybe which video will I select now? Maybe I select this video. Is this a video?
Money looks safe.
Okay, it's a
Inflation
video,
and the
but I don't want it. Okay, so let me look for any video. I don't want to be wasting. If I want to do perfect things, I'll be wasting time. You understand? Let me just be selecting. The goal is for you to understand and grab what I'm trying to communicate. Okay, let me say I want to put this video.
money looks Hello safe. Everyone, my name is Inflation and
You
irregular
understand? No. Okay, now let me teach you this now with this. Now, if I selected this video, you see it's still highlighted. And I don't want the beginning part. I want a particular part I want. As usual, you scroll here and go to trim. I'm trimming that particular video you want to input to that part you want to show. Maybe you want to show construction. When you want to talk about construction, you want to show a caterpillar, people and caterpillar dropping sand. You see, I will crop it to that particular part that the caterpillar drop the sand. Yeah, if I crop it to that particular part that caterpillar drop the sound, yeah, I mark good. So if I mark good, I go to that my video. Hmm? I now use this arrow and stretch it. You see the cross that is showing in below, showing that both the length and the width are correct. I draw it that it covers the video. You see what I did now? I draw it in a way that it covers that my video. So now, let's say that I want to show something about this here. I draw the video that place. So let my video start playing.
Money looks safe. Inflation and irregular decline. A masterpiece.
Okay, now if you what you wanted to impute is a video, just like this water that they show now, it was a video. You understand that they input, but you won't hear the sound of this video. You will hearing the sound of the original video. So all I need is to highlight it again and go to the volume. Simple. And click on the volume and reduce the volume and mark good. So now remember, you highlight it so you don't go and reduce the volume of your own video. Highlight it. You see the way I highlighted it, you see it's showing green at the edge. You see mark. You understand? Showing that I highlighted it. Any video, anything you highlight, you will see that you have highlighted it. Anything you highlight, you see. I highlight this one, you see. So that is for that. So now I highlight it. I highlight it and reduce the volume and remove the volume. So now what if I'm playing my video and it comes to that part, it will be showing that thing.
And the value. Even fixed deposits do not offer sufficient interest. For a profit of 40%,
you see?
I invite you to take advantage.
I believe you've grabbed what I'm trying to communicate, right? So now I can put in a reflection. Now I'm talking about location, and I want to say location is one of the most important thing you consider as a smart investor before buying or acquiring a particular property. These are I start mentioning some of the reasons why location is important. Now I want to show something that is reflecting maybe a location that is very cool and nice. You understand? I can just select and put peep of a video the way I put it at that part. So when my video is playing and it gets to that part, it will start showing that video. If it's long, I reduce it to where I want it to stop. You understand? So now when my video start playing, it's playing and playing and playing and playing. It come to here 5 ways. It entered that part I want. It opens my video back. You understand? So that's how to input that. Okay. Then if you also want to input an image with the pip, you can still put you go to photo, select a flyer, and then the same way. But the thing is that you need a flyer that is on landscape kind of, not portrait, for you to cover the whole of that place. You understand? So the same way you also input flyer. Okay? So that is clear now. So we move to speed. Speed is you know you see that some videos whereby they are playing that maybe the person is talking and maybe the person say, let me take you into the site for you to see, and there is the walkway from where he or she is standing to the entrance of the site is long. You see that they are walking, they now do they are walking fast to that place. Now the video playing. How do you achieve that is with this speed? Okay, how do I do this? Let's say that just like the way I taught you how to cut the video. Now, let's say that from here that I have this block with tiny pen. You understand? In my video where I'm editing. You understand? That place now, from there to here. Now, I stopped that has this orange line on it. From here to here is where I did the work until I get to, or from here From that place to here is where I did the working till I got to the site, the land proper where I want to talk about or show them things. I highlight it and split it. Once I split it, I select that particular place. You see now I splitted this video into three. Now it has one, two, three. One, two, three. Here. You understand? So this between this one, the second one, that one that is in between is the where I walk that I walk those walk to the land. I highlight it like this and go to speed and
If
speed it
deposit do
up.
not offer sufficient interest. For
You see?
if deposit do not offer sufficient
You understand?
interest.
You know. So now what I
If
will
deposit
do
do not
is
offer
that
sufficient
you remember when I say
interest.
let me take you to the site, let me take you where you to inside for you to have a proper look of this estate. I won't talk again. Yeah, I will just walk to where I will now stop and say, as you can see, kereko kereko. So now you remove volume. First of all, you give it the
If deposit do not
pace
offer sufficient interest.
you want it to work very fast. Cha, 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 cha. Depending on the pace you want,
If deposit
you
do not
select
offer
that
sufficient
pace.
interest.
Once you select that page, please don't click on this double check. Click only on this one check because you are only pasting that particular one. Remember I told you you have so many divided videos. If you click on and whatever you want to do, it will want to ask you whether you want to apply that to all the videos. No, except you want to apply, especially talking about the filter and the likes. You want to apply it to all the video. Yes, you can click on the double check. But if you don't want, just click on this, just like this one. It just to that particular one, you click on it, check. So now you see it has reduced this concise the size of this video now. You understand? So now if you play this video, if you get there, you will see it will
And the
run.
value if deposit do not offer sufficient interest. Profit
You
of
see?
40%.
You see? You see
And
at that place don't before it stabilize again to the normal top. So now what you will do is highlight it again, go to volume, reduce it, down double check the only one. So that means if you get to that place you work, it won't be talking, but it will show you working fast. I know you've watched so many videos, you see the person working, the person or a video, the person working fast without any sound. That's what I did now. I removed the volume so it won't have any sound. You now work and before you know it, you get to where you are going and the normal video start playing. Let's see.
decline. And the value profit of 40%.
You see?
I
So that
invite
is
you.
start for that. So I know this what I'm doing is not corresponding because what I'm saying, like now this example now, there's nobody working. You understand? So, but the thing is that I would just want you to learn and understand how to navigate the tools. That's the major thing. So you can take your time to start editing videos for yourself. So that is that for speed. Or you want the entire to pace up the entire video. You just highlight it and put the speed at whatever pace you want. That's that for that. So background, you want to put a background, you understand, you want a frame, do you want the shape of the video to look like YouTube, or you want it to be no frame? Abeg leave it at that no frame because when you select all these ones, see how the way e making the video look, see the way it's making the video look, see the way it's making them look now. So no frame since the video. Now another thing, when you are recording your video, please and please use landscape. Don't stand your phone the way it's standing on the screen now, the way the interface of the whole phone is standing. When you want to do video, bend your phone, bend it on landscape. Don't use portrait, so that when you are editing, you see how this video it looks very nice. You know, when it's playing, it can play in any screen, you understand, and not cut out anywhere, or not look straight, you understand. So when you are doing video, it's very nice to do it on landscape, not portrait. Thank you. So for background, you can choose to put the ratio of the background. You can choose color. You want to put a particular color at the background. You understand? You want to choose a particular background from your own gallery. You click here, you choose it. Okay? Or from any one options they gave you here. You can choose any of them. Okay? That being said, we move. You see what it's doing. Okay? So now that is that for that. For background, for recording. Okay, allow access. allow access. So now let's say now for voiceover, for some of us that goes to site and we want to do a video, okay, we want to do a video and then we don't want to talk on that video. We want when you will get home, we will now edit the video and put voiceover and talk about so many things and edit and add. So this is where you can do voiceover. You can record your voiceover first and upload it just like the way you upload music. But it's always nice to do the voiceover looking at the video moving so that your what you are saying will tally with what you are seeing. Like let's say now that I've edited the video. After editing the video now, imputed some things I want to put input using pip to put some other. Maybe I want to talk about Dangote refinery. I put that part that shows the Dangote refinery, everything just like you see videos. Now I will now do my voiceover while I'm talking. When it gets to that Dangote refinery, I talk about you can see Dangote refinery, you can see, you understand. So that's why it's used. So now you can now click on this record. Once I click now, it will start recording. You understand? So that is that for that. I'm not recording anything, but let me just click. You see, it start recording, recording. You can see when you want it to stop or done, you click on stop. So when you click on stop, you can press on this button
money looks safe.
and start.
Inflation and irregular decline in the value profit of 40%. I invite you to take advantage
You
of the
pause. So if you don't like it, if you don't like that thing you recorded, you delete it. Yes, you start afresh until you get exactly what you want. Okay, we move. So now for volume, now one you know what is volume. Now you want it does to regulate the volume of your own of the video proper. You know, you want it, you make sure you put it at the 200 and then
inflation and
select,
irregular decline
check
in the
the
value
double check because you want the volume to apply to all the video. That's achieved. To rotate, you want to rotate the video. You don't need that. To flip, you want to flip it from one side to another. Okay.
for profit of 40%. I invite you to take advantage of the buy to
You
sell
see, it
property
flipped
trading
everything on
opportunity.
that, but you don't need that. Now another part, the last part in this video editing is crop. Now let's say that I have a video now because I've seen so many people say, "How can I remove something from video?" Shaman, you won't remove something that comes with the video, except you are the one that edited the video. You understand? If the person has edited the video already, you cannot remove something that is written inside there. The only thing is that if you are lucky enough and the person wrote the thing at the edge of where you can crop it out, then you can crop it out. You understand? Or if the person wrote the thing on the video and you want to, all you do is just, you know, the way you wrote your own thing now, you can just go and write your own thing on top of it, but calculate the timing at which the I will show you example. I will show you example. It's combinate the timing at which the video is entering, that thing is entering, then you will put your own that so that the own will cover it. So aside that, before I go to show you example, let's say that this person, you see where he put the phone number, he put the phone number down here. So I want to cut out the phone number, but it will not affect much of how the size of the video. I click on crop. If I click on crop,
Money looks safe. Inflation money looks safe. Inflation and irregular decline in the value
oh, so let me take it to where the phone number is. So I'll be able to do what I want to do quickly. Okay, see the phone number.
money looks safe.
So now I want to crop out it. I crop it out, okay? I click on crop.
Money looks safe.
So now I push this part up a little bit, and be sure that it has covered and mark it good.
Money looks safe.
Oh, we put this thing on the on where is that background? No frame now. Okay.
money looks safe. Inflation.
All right. So now, okay, let's say I want to crop out. I've gotten it. Let's say I want to crop out this P1 plus on top of the video and the phone number on top. I click on crop. I draw this thing. I've cropped it out. Don't go and do this thing, oh, because this cropping is very large. You understand? So I click on it. You see, as the video is
Money
playing,
looks
you
safe.
cannot see it again.
Inflation and the regular decline
You see?
in the value for profit of 40%. I invite
So
you.
I didn't apply the cropping to all the video. That's why you were able to see. Then I go to this place. I select Telegon. I crop. So while the video is playing, you will never see all those things. Okay? So that is how to cut out some of all these things. Okay? Okay? That being achieved. Okay? That's for cropping. Okay, let me now quickly let me go back. Let me go back and quickly show you an example of okay. See, okay, the asset is me. I've deleted the main video. Okay, let me show you something because this is the tail end of the this thing. Before I will come and show you how to save. Let me know if I can see the video here. I want to show you how I imputed my this thing on a video that is the person inputted her name. You understand? So her name, whenever it comes out, my own name will be on it. Okay, let me see. Uh-huh. See, see, uh-huh. See what happened now. I'll show you something. Watch this video.
On investment. Right now, I present to
I
you.
edited the video, the phone number. I cut out so many things, even the social media handles under it. This 10%, I imputed it. That's the video I edited with this YouCut. You see my number at the top left. Then most of the things
Bring it to you.
written. Some of them I inputted them myself.
Fast-growing town that serves as a home to both residential and commercial.
You will see how my
From
phone
the setting
number.
of P1 Haven, I will be bringing.
The next thing you see how my phone number and a little written something will come in. That thing is not me that wrote it first. It is her name, the person of that did this video, her name, and then the other thing written under. So the other thing is written under is real estate expert. So I'm also a real estate expert. Okay, so I I edited it in a way that I used that label and the text to cover that part. So immediately it is entering. Let me watch it.
To you a fast and hot selling estate with a guaranteed.
Look at what will happen at the left down part.
Right now,
You see?
I present to
You
you
see?
Heaven Garden.
What's really showed here? What really showed here? What really showed here that I have call or WhatsApp 070356260 real estate investment expert. What showed there is her name. That place I have call or WhatsApp, it was her name. But you will never know because I covered it with
Right now,
you see?
I present
You
to
see?
you Heaven Garden Fest.
You see, so I covered it. Okay, let me say I want to edit this sem of my own. Okay, let me see now. I want to edit this thing. So what I will do is to screw. You need, if you are editing video, you need to pay attention on details. If you look at it started looking blurry and it was entering, sliding in from the left side gradually. Look at it sliding in, sliding in. So you have to be calculative on how to see. You see the way my this thing tallied with her name that was coming out. So how will I achieve that? Let me use this as an example. Let me first of all click on test and write um call or WhatsApp Ebuka down. You see, this is exactly what I want to come out. Now I shrink it to be very small. I'll first of all move it to get the size. I'll make sure that it's becomes sizable. No, it does not become sizable. I'll make sure it become sizable. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. My own can still be bigger than his own. It doesn't matter, but let it not in okay. Okay. So I've gotten what I want.
I present to you Heaven Garden
Okay.
Festival.
So now let me watch it.
Right
How it
now,
entered.
I present to right now,
You see,
I present to you.
what you will do is just to make sure that the mouth of this thing start to from where it started entering.
Right now, I present to you
You see,
Heaven. Right now,
you see.
I present to you Heaven
Then
Garden
if
Festival.
you cut it from where immediately where it went out, you cut it to that place immediately. You see. Okay. Now this one waited small. Now look at.
Right now, I present to you Heaven Garden Phase 2
You see.
Estate. Heaven Garden
You
Phase
see.
2 Estate is
All right. Oh, yeah. Let's try again.
right now, I present to you Heaven Garden
You
Phase
see.
2 Estate.
You see the way it tallied. That's how to do it. Okay. So that is that for that. So now when you are done, the next thing you do is to click on save. Once you click on save, you have a drop down, the resolution, the frame rate and the quality. Always allow the frame rate and the quality to be where they are high. And this flame rate can shift sometimes to be on 25 fps, sometimes be 24, be 50. Wherever it is, don't shake it, leave it. The same way with the quality, but you can only come and tweak the resolution. Okay, so now the recommended resolution is 730 720p, which is recommended and which is 76.7 MB, but I want to reduce it 4K. No, the resolution is too poor for 4K. Then this resolution is higher than the original video, so it won't perform well. So now 650 is 640 is 63.2, then 480 is 39 point. So 480 is not a bad resolution. It's not a bad 480 is still good, but 320 is good, but not but it's not the best. You understand? The best is that recommended one they told you, but you can still do maybe your phone it cannot contain a very big MB. Okay, you can reduce it, but don't go below 480. You can do 640, 720, 1080 and all manner, but don't go below 480. So once you click, you see 480, you select whichever one you want, you click on save. I'm not saving, so I'm not clicking. You click on save. Once you click on save, it will save your video. It will start saving. If you save, it will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. You allow it to get to 100. When it gets to 100, it has saved your video in your gallery, so you can go and have your video and upload wherever you want to upload. Wow, isn't this amazing? So I believe you've been able to learn how to edit basic videos using YouCut app. Thank you for being part of Cassius School of Internet Marketing. See you in the next class.